73% of the individuals have no criminal record. You can shake your head. It's from the Cato Institute.
It's false. It's false.
The Cato Institute is false?
Bakari Sellers, kind of generic lefty pundit. Okay. Here he is explaining to Scott Jennings that he would advise someone to get themselves involved if there's an active law enforcement situation and you don't like what's happening.
Would you advise someone, even if they're very angry, even if they don't like the laws, to insert themselves into the middle of an active law enforcement situation?
If they see something wrong, absolutely.
You would advise a person or a client of yours to literally engage in the middle of an active law enforcement matter?
If they see something wrong, I would say yes. I would say definitely
that's a crime.
I would say put your.
It is a crime to interfere with law enforcement. You're advising people to commit crimes?
Do not hit officers. Do not spit on officers. But yes, by all means, if you see something wrong, videotape it.
You see how he backtracked right there at the end? First he was get involved. Then by the end, when Scott basically pointed out that's illegal, and Bakari apparently is a lawyer. Imagine a lawyer saying, "Oh, there's a situation over there. You're an anti-ICE activist, and there's ICE going to get somebody. You should get yourself involved." That's more than just videotaping it. Okay, you want to videotape it? Sure. That was not what he was saying. He started backtracking when Scott clearly pointed that out. But that guy's a lawyer. Let me just say this: if you've got Bakari Sellers on retainer, there's got it. Morgan and Morgan. I don't know. Find another lawyer somewhere. Watch Boston Legal. It's a pretty decent show with William Shatner years ago. I don't know if it was a real law firm, but see what they're doing. Here's a bit more from Scott.
The last thing is, and this is what frustrates me about people saying that all of a sudden Donald Trump's taking a softer tone or whatever it may be. The facts are this. Only 5% of the people that they have deported thus far are violent criminal offenders. 73% of the individuals have no criminal record. You can shake your head. It's from the Cato Institute.
It's false. It's false.
The Cato Institute is false?
The federal government, the Department of Homeland Security, has repeatedly published data showing that 70% of the people that have been deported had other criminal records. They have said this on the record time and again. I don't know about the Cato Institute.
Here's the thing, though. The thing is that you take whatever the DHS says as truth, as the Bible.
They published the list.
Yes, Anna. But that doesn't mean anything, Scott. These are the same people who told the lies.
Just today, 4,000 people, they put out the list, in Minnesota have been taken off the streets. Criminals, violent, rapists, murderers, pedophiles, people who've done very, very bad things.
Every workout, injury, or surgery creates microscopic stress inside your body. And while training pushes you forward, recovery is where real progress happens. That's why there's Regenerate from the Wellness Company, your new go-to recovery support. Regenerate is the first oral triple-peptide recovery drop designed to support full-body healing, no injections required. Using a proprietary AQA sum delivery system, it helps your body absorb powerful peptides that work with your natural repair process. At its core is BPC 157, a body protective peptide known to support gut health and tissue recovery, paired with KPV to calm inflammation and support immune balance, and TB 500 to promote flexibility, blood flow, and cellular repair. No needles, no mess, just clean, easy liquid drops built for smarter recovery. Ready to recover better? Go to twc.health/Rubin and use code Rubin to get $40 off, plus free shipping in the U.S. Regenerate, backed by science, built for recovery. First off, Anna Navarro, oh, look at her with her Bad Bunny sweatshirt. You're such a badass. Like, she's so absolutely grotesque. And okay, she doesn't trust the government now. Remember, if it was the Biden administration, she'd be all about it. But okay, so you have to pick who to trust. That is true. You do have to pick who to trust. Do you trust the Department of Homeland Security that has to actually verify numbers, right? Or do you trust the Cato Institute or anything else? Well, here, we'll give you some stats and you can just trust them or not, but I'll tell you where the stats are coming from and you can do research on your own. And this actually completely backs up Scott Jennings, no surprise, from the DHS itself. DHS reports over 670,000 removals, deportations, since January of 2025, with 70% of ICE arrests involving individuals convicted or charged with U.S. crimes. That is exactly what Scott said there. Okay, now we've got some stats from Customs and Border Protection. U.S. Border Patrol arrested 17,048 criminal non-citizens in 2025, 8,814 of total arrests with prior convictions. That's roughly 50%. Stats from factcheck.org. 36.5% of ICE arrests had prior or nonviolent convictions. Okay, it's still a conviction. Stats from track immigration reports. Only 5 to 8% of ICE detainees had violent convictions, assaults, and homicides. Had violent convictions. Assaults and homicides are the top violent categories. The point of all of this, the key word is violent. Why do you not care about any of the young women who are being raped, beaten, murdered? I dare you, Anna Navarro, tomorrow on that show, just say something about Laken Riley. I dare you, but you can't and you won't. And one day, if you guys win, the country will be filled with people who would gladly murder someone like you. And I know that you live in a super elite exclusive area and you're married to a guy with $1 gajillion in the safety of Florida, but it could even come here and it will be on your head